Gemini, welcome. Welcome back. If you're returning, this is your monthly reading. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your monthly read for March. So we don't have a specific overarching question this month, like we sometimes do. What we are going to do is pull one card from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. This is this one. And we're going to get our general theme for the month for you, for March, for Gemini for March, out of this deck. Then we'll pull a couple of clarifying cards from the Starman Tarot and further clarifying cards from the Modern Witch Tarot. So you've gotten a major arcana here, number 18, Thought. A lot of glare, I do apologize. Let's see if I can get focused here. Let's see the imagery. This person looking into a bowl, perhaps scribe. Alright, so Thought. Let us see what we have for you as your overarching theme for March. I say 13, I meant 18. Keywords and key phrases for this card: thought, reality, power, attention, focus, attraction, positivity, negativity, universal law. Key phrases: thought creates reality. Thought is the foundation of consciousness. Don't rush your thinking, be certain. Thought is energy. Energy flows where attention goes. Be mindful of the universal laws. Are conscious and unconscious mind in accord? Be realistic instead of optimistic or pessimistic. Good and bad go hand in hand. Change your mind, change your life. Do not overthink or speculate. Question the critical mind speak. I think, therefore I am. But what if you are a figment of your own imagination? Or the imagination of a god mind? What if you were something else, dreaming of being a human? So this is a deep thought kind of energy. This is really making your theme for the month of March to question how you think and to appreciate how your thoughts control your reality. Thoughts create reality, and thought is the second and one of the most dominant of the influence cards in this particular deck. For thought, like emotion, will determine the direction of your life. Your thoughts, the way you think, shape and create the world around you. So in your present, this card indicates that how we think, whether we think in a positive, confident and compassionate manner, or whether we think in a negative, critical and judgmental manner, gives rise to the same energy in our day-to-day lives. So think about that. The mindset that you're in colors how you see your day and how you interpret the things that happen around you. Thought, emotion, belief, and perception all work hand in hand with each other. Each is separate from the other, but each also has the power to change one or all four. All four have been shown to govern our overall energy. We attract to us what we focus our thoughts and attention upon, but it is not a simple case of like attracting like. So, your theme for this month, Gemini, appears to be considering your thoughts and whether they serve you, whether you're calling to you what you wish to be receiving. If your thoughts are negative, then you will perceive the world around you to be bringing you negative experience. But you have a power, an immense power, in how you allow your mind to wander and where your thoughts go and what you... I'm not going to say you can always be positive. I don't think that's possible. But you can have a preference for the positivity. in life. Let's pull a couple of clarifying cards from the Starman Tarot for you. See what we have there to add some depth to this message. What does Gemini need to know for March? What does Gemini need to know for March? I'm a bit quiet here. The Wheel. I'll read to you from the book because I like the language, the interpretations here. The Wheel. Let's get another card for you. Gemini. Clarifying for Gemini for March. This Judgment. 2 major arcana. Could be a significant month for you. Be a significant month for you. So you have the 10 and the 20. Oh, there might be a stuck card there. There isn't. So the 10 and the 20 of the major arcana here. And with the Wheel, well, these are, for the most part, similar to a standard, most of them, to the standard Rider-Waite interpretations, but I do want to read to you because I think it's better. I really like the way they've described things in this book. And we have key phrases for each of these cards as well. So, the Wheel of Life. I understand there is a time and season for everything. The only truth is change. Like seasons, our lives are in constant revolution. The Wheel of Life shows us that every living thing is in full cycle from birth to death, followed by rebirth. The law of conservation of energy states that the energy of a closed system must remain constant. Our universe is this closed system, so the energy in existence has always been the same. Nothing is ever gained or lost. The forms our energy takes, however, are constantly changing. This artwork depicts a vast wheel surrounded by ghostly figures. It symbolizes the personality journey through time with all its different facets. We're always projecting ourselves out onto life out there. However viewed through the lens at the center, the all-seeing eye reminds us that there is a constant, unchanging center to all changing phenomena. It's true, our lives are in constant process of change and evolution. Every project, person, business, government, and country is birthed, matures, and dies. Much as we try to control our lives, nothing stays the same, and death and decay must come to us all. All the movement, the striving, and relinquishing causes such pain and discomfort because it takes us out of the present moment when everything is just as it is, spacious, yielding if only we could let it be so. This is the center of the Wheel of Life. The Wheel of Life also reminds us that what appears positive and uplifting contains the seed of its opposite. So whenever something major changes in our circumstances, to not be overly attached to the outcome. So, that's interesting how that plays with you create your reality by your perception shifts. And the Wheel is here to say, in bad there is good, in good there is bad. It is a cycle. And the past and the future do not exist. There is the present moment only. Let's look at Judgment. The key phrase there, I am vibrantly alive and live into the God or Goddess that I am. The powerful figure with their arms raised has just received the force of divine revelation. Struck by an epiphany, he is instantly transformed, transfigured into a luminous space-age preacher. The metamorphosis is complete, an unrecognizable embodiment of spiritual revelation. His previous life is wiped clean. The rebirth is complete. He is compelled to live differently, to change everything about life at once, for there is no going back. The energy transmitted by this revelation raises the dead. The skeletons are brought back to life. A lurid alluding to the far-reaching regenerative power of revelation. We are awakened from the hypnotic quality, the spell of the habitual and restricted being and doing in life, just getting by. In an instant, we realize something fundamental has changed. We recognize the lie we've been living, the story about ourselves and our life as is seen for, and we see it for what it is. The meanings we have carried from childhood, the assumptions we have made, the lens passed on to us, through which to view life, the part of ourselves that we lost, has been hiding or lying dormant, is now revealed and must be lived out, fully expressed in the world. So this seems like a pretty significant shift for you, Gemini. Something about becoming aware that there's only this present moment, and that the past is gone, and the future is not yet here, and may never either of them exist. So you can't change what has happened, you can only change the present. And you have some sort of revelatory experience this month that inspires you to live fully in your present moment. It looks like a pretty exciting experience for you in March. Let's pull some more clarifying cards from the Modern Witch Tarot and see what else we can add to this discussion. There's this one first. There's anxiety, there's worry and concern. As I'm telling you that everything is changing for you, as I'm telling you that there are significant shifts occurring within you, you're nervous about those changes. That's not uncommon. Many people get worried when there's change involved. You don't know what the future will be. You know, even if you're unhappy, what your present is. It's predictable, it's manageable. It gives you the opportunity to have the illusion of control. But there can be an anxious feeling about the unknown, even if what you don't yet know is fantastically beautiful. There's a new opportunity here, a new phase of life, a new opportunity for your soul to grow on its path forward. The world, there's a culmination, a positive ending to a chapter of your life. Things have come around full circle for you in some respect, and there's part of you that you're leaving behind now to move into a new space. It looks like a pretty significant March for you, Gemini. There's some really exciting new opportunity. There's a whole new way of seeing yourself and understanding your space in this world and what you're meant to be doing with your time and what would be fulfilling. It does lead to some difficult choices, though. There's things that need to be left behind in order to experience this new life that's waiting for you, that's calling to you, that can't be denied really much longer. I was just going to take one more, but two just flew out of my hand, so I think they both mean to come down here. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're done listening to others. This energy tells me that you've often deferred to experts or leaders or authorities to guide you and teach you what you need to know. You are that expert, leader, or authority now with regard to your life and what's best for you and where you're meant to go next. There is nobody else to go and tell you to go to so that they can tell you what you need to do. That knowledge is within you, and you have become the teacher. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. I'd say that during March, during this time, you're bound to be feeling less generous with other people because you've got a lot going on yourself. You've got a lot that you're meant to be working on, and decisions that need to be made, and anxieties that need to be managed as you're moving into this significant, brand new chapter of your life. You may be giving less of your time and attention, your resources, to other people right now. That's not a bad thing. It's just a temporary pulling back of your time and energy, your focus, so that you can deal with this metamorphosis that you're going through. I'm going to pull one of the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards for you, just as a last bit of guidance from Spirit for your March. Sorry, I realized you can't see that one. Let's move these over just a bit so we can see all of your cards. I'm going to drive myself crazy with these cards. They're not even. I have a thing with that. Okay. That's a little better. Now you can see everybody. All right, let's see what your Shamanic Healing card is. It's number 39, Creativity. It also happens to have a picture of 3 cups on it, which is interesting. All right, let's see, number 39, what we have for you here. Creativity. This is a profoundly creative time period for you. Whether it is in the traditional arts, music, or writing, or it could be a new curiosity about exploring a way to funnel your creative urges. To be creative, you need to access your right brain, your emotional sensing feeling center. Do this by trying things you've never done before. Get physical, dance, doodle. When we acknowledge and act upon our impulse to create, we are aligning our will with the Creator. In this, we can experience the flow of being on this highest path. Start creating and notice how time has no meaning anymore. Hours fly by before you realize it is not a struggle. It is pure inspiration. This card can also signify birth of a child or a whole new way of being. Signify the birth of a whole new way of being, and that really is consistently the message in these cards for you for March. Thank you for letting me read for you. It's always an honor to do so. I hope that you have a fantastic March. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if this resonates for you, I'd love to see your feedback and see how this plays out for you in March. I hope that you have a fantastic month, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.